sponsor for our project is the Eric Johnson School of Engineering, and the motivation behind our project is twofold. The first is to promote the engineering school at university events like basketball games or engineering week. And the second is to inspire undergraduate engineers to join university-sponsored projects and gain hands-on experience. Our hope is that once we finish with our project, and under the supervision of our current faculty member, mentor, Dr. Gans, future generations of undergraduate students will be able to add on to our robot, improve upon its design, and learn about engineering in the process. Because our robot will be used in university events, which are public events, and because the robot operator will be a non-skilled or non-technical user, we designed the robot to be safe, reliable, and user-friendly. The robot operator will control the robot through a computer application which will send user input to the, or through a security network to the microcontroller on the robot. And in turn, the robot will send a live video feed as well as status updates that will be displayed for the operator. The robot will be able to have closed-loop control over each of its independently actuated wheels, which will allow it to achieve the user desired velocity. The T-shirt launching mechanism will be an electronically triggered CO2 cannon, which the robot will be able to control using a pressure sensor and solenoid to give a shot range between 20 and 150 feet. A 12-volt battery will supply the power for the electronic components on board and allow for at least 10 minutes of drive time. A 20-ounce CO2 tank will supply the T-shirt cannon with at least 20 shots. This semester, we have assembled the robot chassis. We've also demonstrated video streaming using the Raspberry Pi and camera module. We're nearly complete with remote control of robot velocity, and we're nearly complete with the electronic triggering of the cannon. Before I open up to questions, I'd like to talk about our individual contributions. I worked on the control aspects of the project. Ryan worked on the user interface and the networking. Hazen worked on the pneumatics and power distribution, and Luguan worked on the video stream. With that, I'd like to thank you for your time and open up for the questions.
Are you going to automatically reload the cannon, or how do you do that?
As of right now, for our current project, we will probably not have time to do that, but that's why we are leaving this open for future generations of undergraduates to make extensions like that.
So for practical purposes, it will fire once and drive around and provide some video. Exciting.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of speed do you get on these shirts that you're shooting at? If I'm in a game, should I be worried about being out and missed by a t-shirt?
So I'll have Hazen answer.
Right now, we have tested range, not really speed. We got about 100 feet of range. We're planning on testing